beautiful souls, welcome in. Love, light and blessings to each and every one of you. Special blessings to those people who are subscribing and liking. I hope these videos are useful to you. Help the channel to grow. Share this with a friend. Yeah, and hit the subscribe. Thank you so much. Us little channels. Yeah, it's not an easy road. Okay, we're starting off with what's blocking you. So what's blocking you? Singles and relationship. Oh, is it for singles only? Maybe not. Could be for couples. Okay, what's blocking you? What is blocking you? Oh God, everything is blocking you. That's too many. Way too many. What is blocking you? What is blocking you? We'll take that one. Okay. And I keep getting assume nothing. Like, don't make any assumptions. Clear the mind, clear the body, clear the soul. Nothing's blocking you, really. It's only what your mind thinks is blocking you, or somebody is blocking you. Oh, not my type. Is this what's blocking you? But this might not just be to do with love. This can be to do with a whole crowd of people. They just aren't your type. They're just not your soul crew. They're not your soul family. Why put up with them? That's what I'm coming to myself. Yeah, sometimes we're just way too open and nice. But here, be open to different types of people because you may be surprised who you find. So, and maybe you do gravitate to the same people over and over again. That is a cycle to be broken. And we also have visual ideas of what our type is. Somebody said to me that I'm in love with Jesus. I'm like, oh, the image of Jesus. Yeah, you know, is that my type? Long hair, hippies? I don't know. I don't have a type. I don't have a type, to be quite honest. Yeah, so that's quite funny. But yeah, not my type. So now it's time to embrace the new, to join up with different people. Yeah, and just see what it brings. Be patient. Because we gravitate to people for a reason, you know, and if we're gravitating to the same type of people, maybe we have to shift our energy and, yeah, don't assume anything. Shift the judgment. Oh, 5 of Cups in reverse, because this will bring you out of disappointment. When you have no expectations, when you don't assume anything, you just let people be people, take time to get to know them. Then there's no way that you can really be disappointed because you're not expecting anything. You're just taking things at face value or taking things for, yeah, just vibing it for how it is what I'm getting to say to you. So not my type. You're in the wrong crowd. Need to get into a new crowd. And we have the King of Pentacles here. Opposites attract, water and earth. Water feeds the earth. But that's interesting because I just had but you know, earth can suck out, can dry up all the water. So yeah, maybe this is it. You've been sort of giving to the wrong people, the wrong person. A King of Pentacles and Scorpio is not an easy match. It's not a match made in heaven. So, but this person's kind of like laughing and smiling. They look pretty relaxed and chill, but they are the King of Pentacles. There's nothing chill about a King of Pentacles, like seriously. They've got amazing attributes, like absolutely amazing attributes. They work hard, they know how to collect money, they know how to live a comfortable life ultimately, but they are very kind of stubborn energy. It's Virgo energy, but at the end of the day, all the earth signs struggle with letting go of the material and embracing the spiritual. You know, maybe this is where you put your effort in because you're a very spiritual, loving person and you've been putting, you know, your energy into people who just evaporate all your water energy, just evaporate all your love or your money for that matter. So you could be very attracted to a King of Pentacles. They could look like this, but deep down, King of Pentacles are very controlling. You know, they are a CEO, they're a boss, they like to be in charge. You know, they're very, very stuck, not in their ways necessarily, but stuck in their own world is what I'm getting. So perhaps you've been attracted to these types, father figures, you know, maybe this is it too. You're looking for a strong role model. But water and earth can be a very difficult combination because the water feeds the earth but evaporates the water. Yeah, is what I'm getting. So we have a 9 of Pentacles. But this could also be like attracts like, you know, attracting pentacles. Virgo and Virgo here. You could have double Virgo in your chart, or they do. You know, you're kind of left a little bit forlorn. This person's turned their back on you. You feel like there's something wrong with you, but at the end of the day, they just weren't your type. They just didn't vibe with you. You know, they want somebody who is a perfectionist, just like them. Water signs, they're perfectionists, definitely. Water signs are definitely perfectionists, but they can be slobs when it comes to themselves. Whereas, you know, this Virgo energy, they know how to look good, they know how to put up a good front, they know how to take care of themselves. You know, they're often natural beauties, this kind of thing. This King of Pentacles is looking for perfection, somebody who kind of vibes with them on that perfection level. So if you present yourself as a Virgo, but you're really a slobby water sign, because water signs can be quite slobby, I think we can only pretend to be perfect. I don't think anyone can truly be perfect. We can only pretend to be perfect, and Virgos are very good at that. Not that they're superficial or anything like that, but they keep it all stuck inside. And when you keep things all stuck inside, and we're living in a time of truth and awakening, that will kind of all unravel. So there could be something here to do with emotional manipulation and unraveling. Oh, okay. So, and we have a Two of Pentacles. Yeah, see? Not even the Virgo can be perfect. Capricorn energy here. There's a change in the air. This person could drain you of energy, money, time, and attention as well. Perhaps you are very independent. This person seeks out really very independent people, but then, you know, they go from being a Nine of Pentacles to a Two of Pentacles. Like, perhaps you were very perfect in every way, and this person kind of pushed all your buttons, dragged you down, and put you into Two of Pentacles energy. This is what you need to be careful of. You have to be very careful who you're giving your shirt to, is what I'm getting to say to you. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Yeah, they're going to just suck the energy out of you. They're going to suck everything out of you. Maybe deep down you knew they weren't your type, but at the end of the day, you know, you did give them the benefit of the doubt, but you soon realize that they also look at other people as well. This is the person who, when you are just wandering about in your tracky pants and, you know, your hair's just sort of piled on top of your head and you just chilled out and relax and you think, oh, I'll just leave the dishes till tomorrow. This is when they start on that. It's like, oh no, you should do the dishes now. Oh, you know what, you're not the perfect person I thought you were. Like, you know, that kind of energy I'm getting here. Yeah, this could also be parents, where you're just not good enough for your parents either. That your parents just aren't your type. That's okay too. So we have the Jungian Tarot. Assume nothing, want nothing. When you want nothing from someone, that means that you're very whole within yourself. So what's the upshot of all this? Oh, there's that Seven of Pentacles. That came up today. Yeah, reaping what you've sown, abundance, standing back. Perhaps you're on the dating scene. You might be online, that kind of thing. You don't know who your type is until you meet them. You can't tell who your type is on a photograph and a little blurb about how fabulous they are, you know. You can't. Like, we are energy. All is energy. Unless you're standing in the presence of someone, you don't know. And yeah, okay, you can say, well, I've stood in the presence of this person. You know, I thought it was going to be a perfect relationship. I thought everything was going to be perfect. And all I found in that was, you know, disappointment, Five of Pentacles energy, left out in the cold. You know, this person took control of your life, took control of your finances, and kind of left you with nothing. This person might have seemed and felt like your type, but you had a lesson to learn with that person. You know, they can be karmic and it can feel all very vibey. They mirror you, they match you. The narcissist is very good at mirroring you and making you feel like they are your perfect match, your perfect partner. But at the end of the day, you're also getting red flags. Like, there are things that you think to yourself, oh, hang on a second. Ooh. Or you'll say something, they get bristly with you. Like, there's a, what do you call that? A disapproval. You know, there's a slight, but you overlook that, you know, or you try and explain yourself. However you are in the beginning of a relationship, whatever the negatives are in your relationship, they're going to actually amplify as the relationship goes on. So Yeah. So pay attention to the red flags. You know, reaping what we sow as well with the Seven of Pentacles. But you have plenty of options when it comes to 3D. And also you're rebuilding your life. You're rebuilding your wealth. You're rebuilding from possibly having been through a karmic partnership, you know, with all the pitfalls that have been mentioned here. So, you know, take a step back and view things from a different perspective, from a different point of view. Don't write people off, and pay attention to the red flags. Right. Okay. And we have, the Seven of Cups with the Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you've been gaslighted. You know, all the narcissists have come out to play. You've become a little bit emotionally confused and discombobulated. You find love to be a mystery. Love is a serial killer, to be perfectly honest. Love can be very blind. And, you know, this is it. We need to approach love from a more pragmatic point of view. But that's not love, is it? No, it's not love if you have to be calculated about it. So, yeah, you're being... and the King of Pentacles again. Oh, my bloody God. Yeah, see? He once looked like this. Oh, yeah, I'm so chill. I'm so relaxed. Yeah, but really, you know, is he so perfect? Takes his toupee off, you know, sits clinging to his pentacle, clinging to control, sitting in the driver's seat. Yeah, you know, this is the photo, you're online. Oh yeah, you know, this is the photo. This is the reality. Now, I'm not saying because he's bald, because bald men are beautiful, and that's fine too, but look how uptight this person is. You know, look how tight they are. Yes. They're all very uptight and bristly deep down. Yeah, so, you know, you're going to feel worthless by the time you finish with this relationship. So, yeah, they're going to make you feel worthless while they sit in their pride and their ego, controlling you, controlling everything. They could be very pious as well, that kind of thing, holier than thou, you know, all of these righteousness things, but yet they're not spiritual. You're spiritual. Look at all these, you know, you're imaginative, you're spiritual. Maybe they said you were crazy, you imagined it all, gaslighted you. This is the person who hides your car keys from you when you know you put them there and they go, oh no, you're going mad. Like, this is somebody who, if you lived in the 1930s, they'd have you put into an asylum while they're checking out others who they work with, while they're checking out their new partner. And it's interesting, I did a reading where, you know, they have a partner and everything's glorious, and then, you know, they leave their partner with no choice but to leave, and then, you know, the partners just get younger and younger. So yeah, I mentioned that in a reading the other day. Oh, and then we have a King of Cups. Yeah, because they're emotionally unavailable. You know, this person is a sociopath. They're emotionally unavailable. They don't know how to love. They don't know how to offer love. They love you with their money. I provide for you. I keep a roof over your head. Look at the nice things. Like, they're always reminding you of what they've done for you. But incapable of love with the King of Cups here in reverse. So, yeah, or emotionally unavailable. You know, why do we go after emotionally unavailable men? Oh, because, you know, we're needy for love. Because we're not learning the lesson to love ourselves first. We're not learning the lesson to grow our self-esteem. Oh, and the Star in reverse. Yeah, see, no healing here, no success, no going back. Yeah, completely unstable. You know, their children are also unstable, is what I'm getting here with Two of Pentacles. Yeah, they could have a King of Cups, son or brother or something, and then the Star card in reverse, you know, a young feminine. Yeah, they drive everybody to emotional madness. And that's what I'm saying, like, the more you throw your water onto the earth, grows nice, pretty things, but at the end of the day, who for? Who's it growing it for? Yeah, the King of Pentacles. Oh, Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's no expansion here, there's no growth here. This is what's blocking you. Don't make the same mistake again. You know, don't make the same mistake again. Keep your financial independence to yourself as well. If you're financially independent, don't give that away too easily to others, is what I'm getting. So, yeah. And we have these Martian cards again. It's funny how the same cards are coming out over and over again at the moment. Mystic Martian. Yeah, this person's alien to you at the end of the day. They are an alien. Oh, God, look at this angry phone. God. Somebody's rolling their eyes. Oh, God. Look at that. They think they're a brain. Yeah, they think love, but they don't feel love is what I'm getting. Yeah, and they've got devil horns. Oh, this person, like, is a complete narcissist. They're very aware of what they're doing. Yeah, they're very aware of what they've done to you. They think they've won. Like, they've got that smug look on their face. They think they won. Oh, this is a bitter reading, isn't it? Oh, God, sorry, guys. I'm sorry you had to go through this. 38, 83, 11. Yeah, it's all been about lessons and learning and karma. You know, and it's also to let you know that maybe you let your emotions get the better of you. Maybe a little bit naive when it comes to love. You know, you just want someone, you want to love someone, and you want someone to love you back equally. This person is incapable of that. You know, you had a vision for your life. You're a strong manifester. And then we have meditation here. This person rolls their eyes at your spirituality. They think that spirituality is for idiots because they're so smart. Oh my goodness me, this person's horrible. Be gone, you devil. Shut that third eye. Go back to sleep. Yeah, they're very aware. They're very aware of what they're doing. You know, they're playing the devil's tricks on you. Yeah, they roll their eyes at spirituality. This person could be an atheist or a scientist or fuck knows what. Yeah. So, yeah, and see, they've got one horn in you and one horn in themselves. God. Yeah, they're the devil. Oh, yeah, look. Oh my God, not your time. Run away now. Predator, survival, and tyrannical. There you go. 17, 71, 8. What card is the 17 card? Oh, it's the star card. 17 is the star card, isn't it? I think so. The Tower is 16. I'm sure that, yeah, they want to be the star of the show. You know, they have all the control. As I said, you know, they drive everyone around them crazy. They just have no love to give. This person could actually literally be a predator. Or you could have been the victim of predators, you know, and having to survive your whole life. And this is what's kind of, yeah, made you sort of accept people, or you have, you idealize, idealizing people. You know, you imagine this ideal life. And, yeah, this person, this person's a tyrant, petty tyrant at that. All right, and then at the end of the day, we have blue avians, so that's very emotional, loving energy. Made you wiser, made you a little bit more hawkish as well when it comes to people. This has been your life lesson. So philosophy is very important to you. Maybe you're just, you know, starting to realize and become more philosophical about these relationships, understanding that it's all about, you know, lessons and learning. And releasing karma and mysticism. You know, this is part of your life path, is to release karma. And also to help others release from karma is what I'm getting. You're right about this person at the end of the day. You know that it's them. But at the same time, they brought all your emotional darkness up. You know, maybe you became a bit of an emotional nightmare, but that's okay because you're able to then identify what leads you to these people who really are not your type, and it's time for something and someone new. Oh, look, refuse to eat emotional poison. Yeah, this person is, they're poison to you. And then be aware of unconscious assumptions. There we go, there's that assumptions word. Yeah, so yeah, just be careful of your own unconscious assumptions about people, just because people look a certain way. I have this idea that people who keep up appearances are often the most evil of all. They're predators. You know, they make it all look good on the surface. So when you point the finger at them, call them out, or anything like that, nobody believes you because they look like they're perfect. They give a perfect image. You know, they're so secretive with their dark energy, their predator energy, that nobody can believe that this person is the devil. And really, there's just something psychologically wrong with you. Yeah, walk away from that. they'll be found out. We're living in a time of truth. Refuse to eat the emotional poison because that's what they're trying to do to you. Seek to know the truth. Oh, yeah, seek to know the truth. Yeah, the truth is coming out. You know the truth. There's no point trying to go to, you know, the authorities. There's no point trying to get other people on side. There's no point, because this person's in a position where they've carefully cultivated their image, whereas you don't care about that kind of stuff. You don't care if people think you're a bit crazy and out there, and often, you know, visionaries, geniuses, emotional people, creative people are out there. Easy to say, oh, look at you crazy people. Yeah, well, if the world was just full of pentacles, people pretending to be perfect, yeah, we'd all be robots. Oh, okay. Oh, we'd all be robots. Yeah, because that's what they do. They create robots because that's their perfect ideal. Like, what the fuck? Really? Okay. Love to you. Bye.